on to Oga CM. Oga CM, it's good to have you on the show. Thank you, sir. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Thank you, Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody. So it don't reach my turn. Yeah. Okay. Um.
Thanks.
Please, I observe all protocols. Alex, don't go. Okay, it's still there. Alex, thank you very much. Though I joined, I was doing something I didn't. I think I heard what you said midway towards the end. Thank you. At least we learn on Niger Watch. No need. Fonts et origo means the source and the origin. So that is the meaning. The fonts et origo. Now be the thing where I want Sabia, but I don't look at now the source and the origin of any trouble. So you go say the fonts et origo. Now, regarding Peter Obi's adventure to the northern part of Nigeria, one thing I've noticed is that because we are in election time, propaganda is part of a campaign. If you can poison the mind of the opponent, or maybe you just invent one thing to make them shiver or make them lose interest, then it is still part of it. From what I've gathered, because I have to re-establish my link with some friends I had in the north, I have to phone Nigeria, start asking for their numbers. I didn't know they were listening to me. One of them told me, say, why can't I, say they were expecting me to stand by Peter before and they come to the whole north, make them see me. I tell them I'm very far away. So in other ways, with Peter B in the northern, I mean, they've seen the truth. The only thing is whether ADC will play the card and then allow the man to take over so that we can start the journey to rebuild Nigeria within 4 years. It can set Nigeria on the path to what we go do. Otherwise, forget about all this nonsense permutation people are making. There is no pathway from what I was told for Tinubu's presidency. Even Rigi, huh? Even
Please,
yes, please.
just a second, sir. Yes, let me just say this: if Peter gets the tickets, if they allow him become our kamikaze, I volunteer myself to him of be pro bono, free of charge.
Exactly.
Can't on me
So
on that.
thank you, Alex. Exactly, thank you, Alex. You know why? Sometimes when people, what I've learned, what I've said, there's a reason why in the Western world their parliamentary life is always for 4 years. Not that because they've advanced, there's no more work to do. There is, but the thing is that they feel that the energy that you brought to bear after 2 years, 3 years, you may be getting worn out a little bit because you have to be sitting for meeting. This is not it's not something. You are not going there for enjoyment. That's why Nigerians, some people will say 8 years is not enough. They want to do 60. They are not doing anything. Obama, after 4 years, became a white-haired man. If you go and look at Obama's picture when he came in, with 2 years or 3 years before he left, it seems he's a great grandfather. So because there's a lot to worry you. So I understand why Peter B is asking for 4 years. In fact, 4 years to me, the way Nigeria is to set Nigeria right, not that to solve the entire problem, but there's something like you put the fundamentals in place. It doesn't require 4 years to stop oil theft. That's number one. It doesn't require 4 years to give us a constitution. That's number two. Professor Zekome said it here that I think he said we already had the groundwork. All we need to do is to aggregate what is it called, this Jonathan conference, because everything is there. More than 1,000 resolutions. Then you say you go to seize geopolitical zones and hold something like a mini. That's the way he said it. He said within 5 months to 6 months it will be ready. That's what he said. I'm quoting a legal authority. So that's one. Then to give us a constitution is not. Then to stop, as I've said about oil theft. Now, to reform the seaport, which President Jonathan said. You see, one thing I like is that I like to reference people, particularly if I want to build a case for myself. Jonathan went to see Apapa Tinkan and after touring it, he came to tell Nigerians. He said, if we manage our seaport very well, we don't have need for crude oil. I'm still saying whoever, I'm still quoting it. That thing gave me a shock. I said, what? He said, yes. He said, we don't need crude oil if we can manage this. And Obi has said it too. So Obi coming in, that's why I'm quite hopeful. The fundamental is not, it doesn't mean he will do it. Let us, if he can plug the leakages, then there will be more money to invest, at least in health and education, and then infrastructure. Most importantly, then this terrorism, because according to him, he said, apart from fighting them, you also have to put people out of poverty so that the supply line for terrorism will be cut off. That's why he said massive agricultural land in the north will be put to use. Those people you now recruit to come and do terrorism, after some years, you say they've repented, you bring them back again. No, it's not. Now that is recycling. So that's what he's trying to say. And I believe it. And again, this is a man, because like he said, because I will judge him by what he said. He said, if I did not steal, and my wife is not stealing, and my children, it is impossible for you who is not part of my family to steal, and I will condone it. Because everybody is stealing now. So anybody, if you are the commander-in-chief, your hand is in the cookie jar. Everybody will be doing it own. Can you imagine? I understand that it was either $13 billion. Is it 31 or 13? I can't remember the figure very well. But 3 and 1, either 13 or $31 billion was given to Chaguri. All the contract is going to Chaguri. No bidding. No bidding. Nothing like tenders board.
Is it
or like Jonathan's own
naira or 31? Is it US
sorry,
dollar?
dollar, billion
That
dollar.
money is more than that. Oh, that money is more than that.
Okay, yeah. So including all this east, what is it called, the coastal road. So many things. Even the airport that they are trying to build in Lekki airport, the sea, everything is Chaguri. So you can now imagine when Obasanjo put a modern due process, OBS equally, Office for Management. So everything goes through. So in Tinubu's own, nothing. Everything is blank. You just give it to Chaguri. And that Chaguri, the company owned by Chaguri, Bola Tinubu's son, Sheyi, sits on that board. Chaguri's first son sits on that board. Confirmed. So what sort of government are we running? And somebody is telling me that we will allow Tinubu to continue. So the issue now is, if ADC, of course they know, like Fayoshe said, the Obi is only live there. If they really love Nigeria, they just call this man consensus, or come and take over, and they repair Nigeria. It's as then the journey will start. But if they feel that Atiku is still maybe people are now using, because that's what they call reverse psychology they are using here. People will come and say, hey, like somebody said the other time, I don't like to, sometimes there are some inanities I don't like to reply to, because I know they are inanity. Just like when they asked Tony Blair one time, UK Prime Minister in England, they want to embarrass it. They say, Prime Minister, how many illegal immigrants do we have in this country? Tony Blair said, I don't know. He said, you don't know? He said, yes, because they are illegal. That was a very powerful. He said, they are illegal. How can I know? So, in other words, people will come and tell us that how can Atiku buy a ADC for 1 point something billion? You know, the Nigeria, they can bandy figure as if they are there, they saw the receipt. How can he buy ADC from Okenwosu and then build it up only to give to Peter Obi? Peter Obi is dreaming Atiku go win. Their dream of APC is that they will put fear into obedient and ADC and then Nigerians. They will fall for that Atiku should come in. The moment they bring out Atiku so that P2B will not be on the ballot, they will now say, yeah, they've gotten what they want. Then they will now reverse the campaign and start to tell you see this Atiku, now he damage PDP, now he insult Jonathan, now he insult Obasanjo, all these things. So it can never be. So what are we talking? This and that. Then maybe they share another, they double the bags of rice they share from 2 bags or one bag to 3 bags. The granite oil, they increase the volume. All this is because of Atiku effect. Before you know it, they say Nigeria better the NJ the devil you know than the NJ you did not. You know, just psychology. It won't work. And like I've stated here before, I'm number 2. P2B can never be vice president to anybody. Rather, let him retire from politics and go and sleep. He can never be vice president to anybody. The moment he does that, he has finished. In fact, now here he go start. He can never be. Nobody will have. No Nigerian ever has gotten P2B CV while aspiring to be president. Very clean. So how can you be in charge of how can you have an empire and you are settling for a local government? It's never done. So those that are wishing that indirectly, P2B and the Atiku, you know Nigeria like to fly a kite. You look at these people, say, look, even those that are campaigning for Tinubu, I've thrown a challenge on Niger Watch. Come and tell me, say, CM, you are obedient. You are campaigning for me, where they campaign for Tinubu. This is what I have that you do not have. That is way to, so that let me know what I'm missing or what I've lost by not supporting Tinubu. Come and tell me on a personal basis before we take it on a local government, state basis, and then federal. Come and tell me. But they will hide just because of one type of phobia, one type of crude phobia. They use it. You don't like P2B, or just to fit into the narrative. Igbo man can never be president, and yet you want Igbo man to be part of Nigeria. Some people say no get sense. So in other words, P2B's candidacy is just ADC, just trying to be clever by half. If they want to be honest to themselves, they just call the man and say, look, come and lead us. From available evidence, from market survey or surveillance, they call it, from what Nigerians are saying, both home and abroad, it is you they want. Majority cannot be mistaken. Meanwhile, the incumbent is fumbling. It's just a fumbler and the career criminal. So what are we waiting for? Unless those that proclaim, those that say we love Nigeria, Nigeria is indivisible, this country is great, let them come and play the role now. Let them come and tell ADC, allow this man to lead Nigeria. So because this is about the future. Atiku at 80 is no longer, even some of us, like I said yesterday, because sometimes Niger Watch we say we do what we do here, and all of us are abroad. All this is let me also reiterate. I work with the government of United Kingdom in the health service. I'm entitled to pension, which Alhaji Abdul Rashid Meina can never steal. There's an age I will attain. If I retire, I say I don't want anything. Even if whatever I have here, I can sell it off. Go to my village in Anambra. If I stay there 3, 4, 5 months, I come back to UK. Apply for housing. I'm entitled to a bungalow. It depends on which area. Maybe the area I like may not be available. But I'm entitled to a house. If God punish me, I have a terminal illness, there will be a nurse visiting me at any time, even doctors, that will take care of me till I die. They say the NHS in England is from the cradle, when they just born you, they carry you just from the delivery suit, they don't start to take care of you till the life you breathe your last, whether you die hospital. So for people like us, we are covered. But it's just that when you look back where we are coming from, you're a human being. And it's not something I can use my salary. Nobody can use a salary to develop a country. Not even to help your entire family. It's impossible. How much do you earn? Unless you steal. So the only thing you can do is that you bring your expertise, your knowledge, take advice, and because over here, government does not, people do not, in fact, English people, they don't dash money the way we do in Nigeria because they feel that if you don't have money, you don't have a job, you go to job center, you register. That's what they call job center. It's in every corner. You go and register, say, look, I'm looking for a job. They say, what type of, they take your details. They'll be giving you some money with which to be entering bus and be feeding until you get a job. Such thing, that's why you can't hear crime in the UK. What are you going to steal? You don't have a job, Why is that why you still why you are doing pickpocket? When you have opportunity for you, so why can't we have it in Nigeria? That's what they call social net. If anything happen, you go in there. Why can't we have it? So that's why when people like us are speaking, we are not talking. We see it in Obi. Obi lived in England. So how can you now go everything in Nigeria? People are just talking. So that is what we are saying. Some of us, when we come here to analyze issues, we are doing it. This is our own patriotic duty. We need to redirect the mind of Nigerians and then turn their mind. Let them not see crime as a way of life. It is possible. Nigeria has enough to go round. With a good leader like P2B, you see that we make savings. We may not be borrowing money because all this borrow, you don't need it. Nigeria has resources. We have gas. The largest gas deposit in Africa is in Nigeria. After Russia, Qatar in the world, you talk of Nigeria. Look at how Qatar is. Look at how Russia is. That's why Russia is powerful in Europe. Use it to punish them for political reasons. Qatar hosted the World Cup. Go and see the way the country is. Where is Nigeria today? Nigeria has more gas and petroleum more than Angola. Go and see Angola. So it is possible. They steal our crude oil. We don't make use of it. They are flaring gas at Warrior, those escravos. Why not pipe that gas and give to the people of at least Niger Delta area? Pipe it to their house. Let them be paying tax or buying it so that they can enjoy gas from. Then you are wasting the gas. This is what leadership should be thinking. This is the type of thing Obi want to bring in. If you are cultivating in the north, you save our oil in the south. So economy will be balanced, and he's not going to steal your money. Obi hasn't stolen since 1961. He was born. This year he will be 65. So if he becomes president at 66, he will now start to steal money, start to build house all over Dubai, all over London. Is that when he will start? You don't learn the use of left hand at old age. You learn it when you were young, when you are young, not at old age. So that is why everything is counts in favor of Obi. So why is it that people do not want to listen? And somebody will still come and be talking, supposedly adult, with what you've seen, and Tinubu is messing up. Give Tinubu 30 years, Nigeria will sink. Give Tinubu, let's say Tinubu unopposed, continue. Nothing will happen. You've seen it now. After 3 years, we are gathering people in the stadium, start to give them rice. What an insult. That is the height of dehumanization. A human being, you bring him in the give and rice. For what? For what? No transparency in government, just they tip money. 2024 budget has not been implemented. 2025 budget has not been implemented. 2026, no way. Now, by just a few months, they do 20. So, has it ever happened in Nigeria that you do a yearly budget, you implement it, you do another one? I'm not like, you see, when we come on Niger Watch, I always say it. Some of the things we say here, you must have had it. But only the perspective, the sense, the interpretation behind it is what you are, that is what people are looking for. And that's why we come here. The news is taken as a given. Yes, everybody must have seen the news. But it's the idea, the interpretation, the reasoning behind it is what people are looking for. And that's why they come to Niger Watch. So, Tinubu has not implemented 3 budgets. And he's still a president, and people do not see it as something that should, they're not outraged. I mean, what sort of country are we? Do you sometimes compare Nigeria and Benin Republic to be ashamed? Nigeria and Togo. We can't even attain the level of Ghana. That's why I was asking the other day, let us, if people be coming to conduct an election and introduce what is it called, independent candidates, so that all this ransom, all this, papa bullying, you just jam people in a particular in a hermetic chamber. Everybody must be put independent candidate so that people like Aisha Yusuf of Edo State and the Mama P, all of them can be independent candidate. They may not need any party, so that nobody will go there and harass them either sexually or start to tell and do. Be independent, because Aisha is now known. If you want to contest as a senator, people know him. People know her, so rather. The same thing with Mama P. And this Peter Aka. If you put independent candidate, these people, you just tell them, stand on your own. And people will be happy. You go, they say, na me, no party. Now my face, you go see there. That's all. You go there, they win. So this is one of the things P2B should implement. And it will just take the rug under the feet of all these criminals. We are the party. A party is supreme. Who supreme for who? Party of thieves. That's why ADC don't know what to do. They are just still. What are they waiting for? What are they waiting for? A professor of law will tell you he doesn't know what is status quo antebellum, and he's a professor of law, graduating student at bachelor's, master's, who knows, even doctorate, and publishing paper. That is the Nigeria we have. So there is a lot at stake. There is a lot at stake. People should rise up by any means possible. No way, because this is your future. You just have to take it. Atiku, their expired product. Otherwise, Peter, if not because of his character, he at his age is supposed to even go sit down. We want people of 42, 43. The other day, they elected 45-year-old young man, the president of Hungary. And I never hear him. Peter Eda something, I've forgotten the second name. 45-year-old Hungarian president. In Nigeria, such person go see the look for, I beg to apply after graduating from university. Look at what they are doing. Almost 80 years, and where people are still looking at it. P2B, just because of he may be after him, we won't be looking for people beyond 60. If you are 50 self now manage, we look for young people that will pioneer that country. So this is the issue. This is the issue in this election. A lot is at stake. People should not sleep. If you blink, you lose. Don't listen to any negativity. Tinubu will do this. Election is won. No, but Tinubu, there's no pathway. Nobody can. Who will even vote? Forget about all these people making noise. Free and fair election. Tinubu will lose with a greater margin in Lagos and some part of Yoruba and many part of Yoruba land. Do you think it's just because when the people come, they talk? Who will vote for him? On what condition? That people look in the direction of Tinubu for what? Having wasted our time. Age, we don't know. Papa, we don't know. Mama, we don't know. Primary school, we don't know. University are forged. And then you come out there and sit down. Because of Tinubu, forgery no be offense again, punishable under electoral law. Are we not ashamed? Nigerians, are you not ashamed? And you are in the university studying. Niger Watch, let me stop here. We come back because we have to be campaigning here seriously. No,
Okay.
we have to be telling people they know what is at stake.
Thank you. Campaign don't start to stylishly. Now city boys
yes,
when I first start out. Now the first start
village boys go. we will be village boys. We go around them now.
Lawa. All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much. Okay, Mr. Alex, you there backstage. Okay, I can see you. Okay. Thank you, everyone, right there.
Let me say this. I listened to an interview by Pat Otomi. He was quite bitter. Most of you must have heard him say it. He said, we are no longer going to sort of fold our hands and allow these people to do what they did. This time, they will have their own IREV. When the
yes, I saw
man or is it, he says they say there's nothing illegal about it. They are not announcing, but that own IREV where they will be storing and they will be feeding it to CNN direct immediately. They don't, so they will make the arrangement. So they don't care what INEC is doing. They can be doing their stuff. What they say this time, because the transparency they don't want to bring in is what he's talking about. So I support him on that. And I want the logistics planned very well. Because sometimes, if you really want to counter these people, you be a step or two or three ahead of them. Because they believe, the merchants of darkness, they believe in doing their own thing in the night. When the election will take place in the daylight, they manipulate the result at night. So before then, maybe Pat should have, I think he had connections, at least worldwide. Find one journalist to be even
international connection.
So they will be feeding it. Maybe that may even be one of the. I think if Obi gets him, so many things will change. In fact, the moment I wish, and the ADC knows it, they announce Obi as their candidate. Then this election, you see, I will tell you first of all, the applause or the happiness all over the country, it will be felt. That is not the election proper yet, not the winning. But the name that they announce him and people will not know. So all this nonsense. You see, sometimes all these criminals, they feel that Nigeria belongs only to them. When Akpabio is talking, he talks as if he's talking to his pocket in his trouser. There's a way he talks. Nigeria belongs to them. The way Oshomole used to talk when he was APC chairman. Then you now hear all this Tinubu gang. What they usually say, I just shake my head. They feel Nigeria, it can no longer be like that. When I heard Pat Otomi say this, I was so happy. I said, now, this is no longer a case of we go to as we are even, people will be hearing what is happening on CNN. There's nothing you can do about it. So that is the idea we want, to shame them so that before they will start to do their shenanigans, then they will know that yes, Nigeria, we won't take it anymore. A group of people can hold the country hostage. You borrow money, you spend. For 3 years, you are running 2024 budget, not yet implemented fully. You did 2025, you did 2026. What type of incompetence is that? And people are still telling me Jagaban, yes?
Now, let me even ask this. Now, if this man truly cares about a free and fair election, instead of looking for a Mokwito, why not go and take Mike Guinea and make Guinea the head of INEC?
No club. They know what to do. Forget. It's just like when you catch somebody in their own game. But that's what I want to emphasize for those that are, coming to maybe see if they can bend the mind of people that listen to Nigeria. You can't bend us. The people listen to us because before they listen to us, they've had the news. It's just to know what can Nigeria watch people say about it. That's what somebody told me. Let them hear in case if there is anything they are thinking, we are thinking a different thing. That is why people come here. So you can't come here and change anybody's mind. Tinubu failed, and they say again he's wicked. How can
Dr.
somebody who
CM.
said he fought for democracy under Nadeku be behaving like this? How will he feel? You come to the ballot only APC, you will deregister ADC, and status quo antebellum. It should be they push money. Arabambi will be talking rubbish from Labour. Everybody just for one. The country doesn't belong to them now. It belongs to me too. So what nonsense are they talking about? I mean, sometimes you have to match gara with gara. It's not a case of keeping quiet anymore. They behave as if it belongs to them. Anybody can just ram it down your throat and see whatever I want to say. After all, now them be this. It cannot happen anymore.
Thank you,
Please.
Dr. CM, for bringing that information to us. These are the kind of things we want to hear. Not be say, Obi, they do it like this, make it do it like. No, you brought information that we can digest and we can mutter on. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you too.
All right, Augustine, thank you very much for that diversion. I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone. Yes, 4 hours, 40 minutes. We've come to the end of this broadcast. It's been a long journey. Tomorrow we'll continue again for where we stop. I want to appreciate every one of you that came into the panel today. Thank you, Mr. Odua, Abdul Malik, Mother Rita, Mother Patricia, our Dream Nation, CM, Black Panther, Mr. Alex, give us a mandate, Mr. Paul. Thank you very much, my people. Every one of you that called in as well. Thank you very much, Mother Deborah, and many others. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much, every one of you that super chatted the platform. Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph Oji. Thank you, Mother Peggy Modi, Mother Deborah, the Progressive NG, Mother Stella Masevedo, Sengel Mede, Mother Peggy Modi. God bless you all, my people. And God will bless you now. I appreciate you, Mother of Omami Diaspora. Thank you, my lovely mother. Thanks for all that you do. Thanks for always being there. Thank you, Abu Azim, my brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. Michael Ganemaro, Victor Oganepos. Thank you, my people. Appreciate you all. Nato Jebulu. Thank you. I hope I pronounce your name properly. Then Divine Cross, Inkeshuku, Madam Emma, Emmy, and many more. Jesus is my father. Thank you very much. God bless you all. All right, let me say this. That particular man that you all were responding to be honest, although it's good to debunk them when they come in like that, it's not a different man. It's still the same man that have 3 wives in London. Everybody already know what he stands for.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that one where they take turn. This one go come London this year. Then next he go send them.
Yes, that have 3 wives in London. So he has always he's now part of us here, but he always call in to disrupt the people that doesn't know him. That's what he's doing. So
For
we
Naija Watch,
understand.
Naija Watch, you
Some
allow that
people
man
get.
to insult us.
Well, I know.
He said we
How?
just
No,
the talk, we no know politics.
he said
So
we
we
don't know
just come
Okay.
out
politics.
here.
Then
Well,
you not
He said
get
we
energy.
just come
You
here
not
and they
get
talk.
energy to argue that time now.
leave,
So
leave. Person
so
will
you say
get 3 wife, keep them for London. He get sense. Person where he
uh,
dey boast
And
openly.
no, now
He get 3 wives.
so that person, he no policy where with that now. So he the play and well. That's why he get it.
Now give
now
us a mandate, brother. Now give us a mandate, brother.
now
Doctor,
politics people this well.
Doctor CM,
For you to
is
get
it
3
possible
wives, now
for
politics
somebody to have 3 wives in London? What is the constitutional, postulations about that? Having 3 wives in London.
Whether he go they hide some for garage, some for this. Where he go? Jesus Christ, get 3 wife.
And no,
How?
that's the truth that you know. You don't even know about his other concubine. So he's playing for that's why. See, these guys are supposed to know. They are either criminal or they are also.
people,
So this guy has 3 wives.
people, they get mine. Okay,
Man,
when he talking for, he want make we begin clap hand for him. Say, hey, you get 3 wives.
no. See, so that means he knows how to play politics. He go dribble this one,
Okay.
dribble that one, and then the other ones.
All right. Thank you. Una do well. Mona not go because of these satanic APC people. Mona go extend this broadcast. We've come to the end of this broadcast.